The Columnist is a Dutch film. The front cover here makes it look like a horror movie, but it's not. It's a dark comedy thriller satire film in the vein of Falling Down or God Bless America. It is about Femke Boot. She is a columnist who writes for a magazine online. However, she does the one thing that no one should do, and that's read the comment section. So she likes to go on Twitter and Facebook and read all the vitriol that people spew at her, calling her names and all sorts of terrible things. And she lets it get to her, and she's got to face a deadline with a new book she's supposed to be writing for her boss, as well as articles. And she, she's a single mother too, so she's got to deal with that. However, she finds a creative outlet for dealing with internet trolls. She finds out that one of her neighbor is in fact one of her critics, and she decides to kill him. And then she decides to keep going, and it sort of gives her a creative burst. So now she starts writing. We don't know what she's writing, but she starts a new relationship with another author as well. And it's sort of an interesting satire because the movie has its own heightened reality. It's not really concerned with the logistical aspects. Like, she just starts appearing in people's houses. We don't see her break in. She just sort of does it, and she starts getting addicted to it and starts taking mementos and essentially becomes a serial killer. And I guess the big question is, trolls are terrible people. For the safety of their keyboard trolls and keyboard warriors and all those rude people, they wouldn't be so tough face to face. But is she any better by being a killer of them? Even though they're terrible racists or sexists. So that's kind of like the big question about the film. But it does live in its own heightened reality. So she doesn't even get rid of her murder weapons. She just keeps them bloody in a bag in the garage. And her boyfriend thinks she's dating someone else because she's always dipping out and doing research. Same with her daughter. She made some commitments with her and keeps avoiding her. So the movie it's a really short film. It's only like an hour and 15 minutes, but it does a lot with very little. I just didn't like the ending of the movie. Just didn't really. It was okay. It could have been a lot better, I felt. But overall, it's still an interesting little satire. Interesting ideas here and there. Acting's okay. I like the characters, but it feels like it didn't have enough story going on, especially the last 20 minutes or so. So I give The Columnist a 5 out of 10.